Hey everybody, it's Julianne from Cary Quilting Company in Cary, North Carolina. Today is Friday, August 18th, and boy, do I have a lot to share with you today. I also want to remind you the All Carolina Shop Hop starts in about 2 weeks, and if you haven't already gotten your Shop Hop magazine full of great patterns and resources and listings for all the shops in North and South Carolina, they will be running out, and we may also run out, so you want to make sure you grab that before the shop begins. I also want to remind you the Hoffman Challenge. If you have gotten in on that, I want to remind you that the quilt submissions are due on September 1st. So if you haven't yet started and you are a whiz at that kind of thing and you want to get going and get something done before September 1st, now is your reminder. And if you've already started, it's also your reminder to go ahead and finish it up, at least to the point where you can take pictures for submissions. Now, today we have rainbow sherbet or sherbet. People say it different ways, or we can just call it sorbet. It's called rainbow sherbet, though. Whether you say sherbet or sherbet, Sarah Thomas's Moda debut will have you begging for 2 scoops of all the flavors. We have, of course, the fat quarter bundles right here. We have the jelly rolls, and look at how pretty that is lined up. It just makes my heart sing. I want to go put my crayons in the right order now. And we have the layer cakes, which has, of course, everything that I'm going to show you here. And she was inspired by combining her own sketches, doodles, and quilting patterns with a yummy full spectrum palette of tasty sherbet flavors. And this is by Sarah Thomas of Sardiddy for Moda. And this is her debut line, so I'm super excited to see what else she does, because obviously I like this collection to buy every single piece of it. But I do love the colors. I love how fresh it feels, and I love the kind of I don't know what you'd call it, a little bit of background pattern that you get there. So it almost plays like a solid, but would make for a really interesting background in a quilt. And of course, if you put these pieces together, it would make its own beautiful quilt. This particular quilting pattern on our long arm machines is called diagonal plaid. But there are a lot of really cool and inspired patterns and colors in this group. There is some more. Speaking of the All Carolina Shop Hop, we are very excited to be a participating shop for the 3rd year in a row. And we do have, if you've seen the Shop Hop magazine cover, you've seen the original quilt that I designed and created, which is the cover quilt for the Hop. And we do have kits available for pre-order now. And then, of course, on September 1st, they'll just be available for regular purchase. But if you'd like to pre-order one of those kits so that you know that one will be available for you when you make your way here during the Hop, that is certainly available. And I'll be sure to put that link in today's video. We will also be vending at the Greenville, North Carolina Quilt Show in the middle of September. So if you live in the eastern part of the state and you'd like a chance to experience a little bit of Cary quilting, we're going to be there. I believe the dates are September 15th and 16th. So that's another thing we're looking forward to here in the shop. And then, of course, our long-term plans. This is white on white. I don't know if you'll be able to really see that, but it's that same stipple pattern that you'll see right here. Same pattern, just white on white. Our long-term plans include our exciting sponsorship of QuiltCon 2024. If you're not familiar with QuiltCon, it is the world's biggest quilting convention for modern quilters, and it is going to be held here in Raleigh in February of 24. Cary Quilting Company is a gold sponsor, and we have a great booth location and some really exciting plans for that event. It's a 4-day event, and registrations for all of the lectures and classes just opened a couple of days ago. So I'm not sure if they're full yet, but it might be worth a look just to see if there's something that you might be interested in taking or seeing or learning or hearing in February. We, of course, are going to be welcoming world-renowned quilters and quilt artists to our pretty town here in February. So we're really excited about that as well. These are fun little feathers. I just showed you big feathers. These would be a neat addition to a kind of traditional turn modern quilt. And these are fun too. Those would be fun to fussy cut. You could cut like a diamond shape out of that. That would be really fun. Susan's looking at me like I'm crazy. Guess she's not into fussy cutting today. And here's our last piece. Again, this is called Rainbow Sherbet. It's available in the shop, online, in pre-cuts and yardage. If you come visit us in the shop, we actually sell by the inch. So not that any staff member would love it, but you could buy, a couple inches of everything if you just want a little bit, or you could just buy a jelly roll. I hope you have a great afternoon, a great weekend. Find some time to sew. Find some time to stay inside. I know in spring and fall, I say find some time to get outside, but right now, here in this area of the world, I like to find time to stay inside. Anyway, whatever you do this weekend, I hope you have a great time, and we'll see you back here from the shop on Monday. Bye.